Mr. Carson, as you can see in these photos, there are 4 active leaks inside the store. The front corner underneath the tower, there are 3 leaks there. A little farther over around the AC curb. In the back in the kitchen around the hood, you will see in these photos that there are numerous problems leaking around plumbing pipes, pitch pans, wall flashings, which when you see some of the photos you'll see there's actually penetrations through the pitch pans. I was looking just to see about topping the pans off to get by, but the bases of them are rusted out. When I started removing the gravel, I found water seeping out of several of them. The wall flashing and curb flashings are deteriorated completely through. There are holes at the base of numerous places on the walls and ACs. Some of these pictures are just for my own records. My personal opinion is the thing needs a roofing system, which I'm sure that's what y'all would like to do. When you see the photos of the gas pipes and such like that, that was the discussion we were having earlier. In order to do the re-roof, we will need to remove those long enough to do that area, then they can be reinstalled. They can cap them off at the main coming out of the roof. The AC curbs appear to be high enough that we will not have to raise them. The condensing units, though, will need to be set on stands. I believe there will be 3 stands. 2 of them will be with 3 units, I believe, apiece. One of them will be with 1 unit itself in the corner. The walls are in not great shape. The cheap way would be to go to the base flashing there underneath that Fry Riglet flashing 2-piece, and I can terminate there. But the best solution for the long term would be to remove the coping cap and install TPO up underneath the cap. Reinstall the cap if possible. It feels like I might be able to remove it and reinstall it. Some of it might be glued to where I would have to make a few pieces, but I think that we can save a lot of it. On the front of the store, where the sign is up there, on the back of that we will need the electrician to remove the wires to where we can flash the wall up and over and then reinstall the signs. On this little section up on top where the tower is, there's a lot of damage in wood in those little archways that's got the vertical slats. We need to do something with those, which that would be in y'all's scope of work. Kenny said that he had some ideals about inserting another panel in those louvers. As you can see, the pipes now that you're looking at, see it barely off of the roof. We would, in order to do that, and then there's those units that would need to go on a stand, so those will have to be popped up and set up on the proper height stands. The towers, that roofing system is as old as the rest. It's a tile system with an organic felt underneath it. The pitch pans there it'd be nice just to remove that metal thing that goes around there too. I don't know why that's even there, but it will save us some money to get rid of that. Like I say, the coping, we can try to save all that coping cap and reinstall it. Those little sections up there, you see what a pain it will be to, we'll have to take that metal off there to where I can flash up and on the sides there. Over there we can go underneath that flashing there on the rest of the walls. Here we're getting to them louvers I was telling you about. These louvers are, they're just ate up. And I know that you have to have water blowing in there. You can see the back of the plywood there where it's completely delaminated. And everything like that gets moisture. But anyway, just take a look, and I'll be glad to come out there and try to make some temporary repairs for you. But you know, we have to look at doing this system. My recommendation is to tear it off and start at the deck with, you know, with a good insulation and a single ply system. You know, there is a system where we can do a recovery board. We can suck the gravel off and do a recovery board. See, there's those pitch pans. See the bottom of those? The pitch pans, that was the one conduit that I think the water was actually running straight down in that pipe. But the pitch pans are, when I started removing the gravel, the pitch pans are just rusted through. You know, and the wall flashings, there's, when you start seeing some of the close-ups, there's just so many problems that, I mean, I have no problem making repairs for you. Trust me. I just don't want to have to, you know, hit you with a, you know, a big bill for the repairs, and then see the flashing there? You can stick your fingers right through that. There's holes all in that flashing. On the curbs, you got the same thing. When you, if you see a close-up here, the boots, you know, the boots, the tops of them are gone, and they just tried to put caulking on them. Got a couple of the boots there where they cut off, put a pitch pan, which that's, you know, you never really do that. Anyway, take a look at these. There's one. There's no boot even on it. Take a look at the photos and let me know what direction you would like me to go. Thank you, sir, and we appreciate the work.